Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there you are. I'll turn you down a bit. My child is sleeping in this room.
Uh,
I didn't really plan on that, but can you hear me pretty well?
yeah, I can hear you fine.
I got a new phone.
Oh, did you? So did Danielle. I'm getting jealous. I'm on your phone now. That's up.
Yeah, well, you should get one.
Yeah, just keep up with the.
Yeah, I got the new well, it's not I don't know if it's the newest one, but maybe. I
Uh,
never
are you iPhone? Or I can't remember.
It's a 17 Pro Max, I think is what it's called.
You got a 17 something.
Yeah, it's probably the same one. Was it orange?
Yeah, it's kind of a light bluish. You said it's kind of basic, 250 gig.
Yeah, she might have actually. So you could get it in orange or like silver, I think were the options. Um, but my store only had it in orange, so I would have to wait for it to be ordered. So yeah, I was like, give me that orange phone.
I wouldn't really care the color, if I'm being honest. I'd be like, who cares? I
That's
do.
kind of. I usually put a case on it anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, so it's like, who cares?
Yup, same. Um, that's cool. That's cool. What you working on tonight? Looks like some cool muscly chick.
I mean, I know. It's all I ever do.
Shocked. Absolutely shocked right now. I'm just kidding. It looks really good.
My last live stream, and I actually kind of like the way they came out. I posted them. I know you don't, look at live stream or look at social media anymore.
I mean, sometimes I do. And if I see your stuff pop up, I will like it.
Like, I will support you, Rob. So shut the highway, Rob.
Yeah, stop getting all angry, Rob.
You're like, glad I'm here, Rob. I will disappear right now.
Yeah. I felt like I should. I'm
Wow.
actually thinking about making it a poster and having different characters around it, but the Demogorgon's in the middle.
Last season of what?
Stranger Things.
Oh, the thing I refuse to watch.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, yeah.
exactly. Because you suck. You would love it.
I'm reminded of that constantly. Garbage.
Seriously is so good.
It's what everyone tells me.
It's like there's a my brother-in-law, his girlfriend he's dating, will say things around her lines from The Office, and she'll be like, "Oh, I haven't seen it," and we'll be like, "You need to watch it." And she's like, it's because people keep telling me I need to watch The Office, and I'm like, no, no, thanks. I'm gonna be a rebel.
That's
I'm not gonna do it.
that's me with the Stranger Thing.
Yes, exactly.
And for some reason, I don't care that I have no interest. And maybe if I started, I'd be like, this is awesome. I'm glad I watched it. But I don't feel like there's a giant hole in my life that's missing because I'm not watching this Stranger Things thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I've been like that before, and then I'm like, "Oh, shit, like, what I've been doing my whole life, this is great." Um, it's odd because it's so up your alley. It's crazy.
Really?
I mean, they made it a comic book. It's 1980s. The kids are like 1984 or 1983 maybe is when it starts. It's science fiction. It's Oh my god, it's just so good. It's got all like the 80s music in it. It's got all of like those cool nostalgic things about it that, it kind of hinges on. It's just so good. The plot is so fun. It's just such a fun thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like you would love it, but you can't turn back now. I get it. I get it. You got to stay the course. And I can respect that.
Lord Chief from anyway says, nice. I want the comic book. I don't know what they're referring to. Alexis Woodward says, why are you drawing that? Jennifer Robinson says, hi.
Why is who drawing what?
I know.
Which one?
Probably me, because I got close with the but like,
Wow. Yeah, I see them. They're nice.
I mean,
I'm like not gonna pretend like they're not.
yeah, what? I had
Um,
this thing I was gonna either ink, or I had this thing I was gonna ink.
all of them are naked ladies.
Yeah, I know. Or the other thing is actually like two superhero dudes that I have this idea for that I want to do, and I think I might actually do Spread Eagle here.
Spread eagle. I forgot that was her name.
Well, I already did a version of this, and I didn't. It was okay, but I didn't like it. And then I happened to run across some reference that looked closer to what I wanted to do. So I'm like, I'm just gonna
Oh
try.
my gosh.
Prefer this one. So here we are.
I thought about trying to sketch this out and actually inking it if I like it. But then I'll probably ruin it if I do like it. So I don't know, we'll see.
Isn't that the way it goes? You're like, I dig it, but if I do this other thing to it, I'll ruin it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm never complete if I don't do this thing to it. So Mr. G-Man goes, why are you asking that, Alexis Woodard? Team Blood Force is here.
Is Mitch here?
That would be what it would seem.
That's Team Blood Force. Mr. Successful Crowdfunder so far.
It's awesome. Awesome sauce. I feel like my phone shakes a lot.
Because it's mounted directly to your desk.
Yep.
Yeah, that's mine too. But my little mounting arm, it's not long enough to connect to anything else nearby. So
Yeah, that's my problem too.
yeah,
Is I'm like, I can't.
I got other options.
Mm,
Send me a few $1,000. I'll correct a lot of things.
that's true. I'm kind of snacking on my dinner here because I made dinner but didn't have time to eat it. What'd you think about that Bob Ross my dad got?
Oh, the big freestanding thing, like
Yeah,
a setup. That's kind of awesome.
I was. So they live in a townhouse just down the street from me, and my dad is bougie, unlike me myself. So he buys paint like from these ma pa art studios, where the paint tubes are like $30 a pop, and it's like you're gonna use that on one painting. But I I mean, don't get me wrong, he does great stuff. So I mean, I guess maybe I could take a cue, maybe it's worth it. I get that. I guess sometimes it's worth it for the stuff. But anyway, so he tells me how he's gone on into one of these shops and he's like, can you guess what I got there. I'm going to give you a hint. He said, I went in there and I saw it and I jokingly was like, I love that. Can I have it? And the owner goes, you know what? You can't have this one, but I've got another one brand new in box, but just needs some assembly and you can just have it. And he goes, and you're going to want it. And I'm like, huh, what could he be talking about? So then we're just talking. He's like, you're never going to guess. And I go, is it a cardboard cutout of some kind? Like a life size cardboard cutout of someone? He goes, how did you guess that?
That is kind of out of the blue random guess.
Well, I was thinking, like, what would they give somebody for free that you would see, like, walking into a shop?
Fair.
And I thought it was advertisement of some kind. To be fair, I did not know it was the Bob Marley thing, but no, it's life size. It's 6 foot, whatever he was tall. And he's putting it in his art studio. He's like, so Bob and I can paint together.
It's awesome.
Yeah, my dad is cute like that.
You know, I know we're supposed to hate AI, and we do, but I can't escape it. When I'm kind of perusing Instagram and there's the search page or whatever, you just kind of randomly looking up shit. And
Mhm.
people keep taking real people and having AI generate things of them. And I keep running into these things where like it's like Bob Ross and he's painting a like a nuclear explosion. And he's
Oh,
like, oh, we're just gonna just paint a little explosion for the island of Japan, just a little permanent sunlight that they
oh
never
my
had.
gosh.
I was like, I was like, it's
That's
so effed up, but I laughed out loud. I can't deny it. Uh,
that's terrible.
yeah. I was like, all right. I mean, and it's not like I sought it out. I just saw it was Bob Ross. I'm like, oh, what's he doing here? And then it's totally AI. So
I've gotten well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you obviously knew it was AI. I have gotten like boomer scammed, like with the AI so many times. It's laughable at this point that I think it's real and it's AI.
yeah,
I'm I get so angry. I get so angry.
I am honestly. I mean, I like I said. All right, a couple things. I like I said. I know we're supposed to hate AI, and I do in all most respects. But some of the stuff that people make has been kind of funny. By
That's
and large,
fair.
the stuff that
That's fair.
so I'm like, this. It's, all right, you got me. Um, I mean, I've seen some things where like take these AI versions of Trump saying these most ridiculous things, and I'm like, okay, that was actually really hilarious. Like somebody's just being gags. So again, I'm not searching it. It's just, but so that's part one. Me saying that I do find some of it funny, but also I'm getting sick of everything I look at being questionable.
Sure. Yeah.
Real? Sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes, and you know that this stuff is just getting going. Like this is gonna imagine where things are gonna be in just a year or two or three. You know, you
Hmm.
be able to tell the difference,
Oh, I know.
and I just and there's no getting away from it. There's no changing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's my husband and I have very often had conversations about this. Um, he is that, now in his line of work, he's starting to see AI really pick up and take over jobs. Um, but, which it's expected in what he does. Everything's analytics based, business finance based. So, of course, um, AI can do it without air and better than human beings on if you want to look at it from a company standpoint and cheaper, than
Yeah.
paying a team of people to do it. But he was talking about how what's really shocked him is he's starting to see advancements in the medical industry where things like, my brother-in-law, he's an anesthesiologist, and they're teaching AI how to do anesthesia and it can do it without air, like, every time. There's no human error, no fatigue or anything like that, and how it's kind of I and again, I don't know how this is what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know how many years away you are for that being a realization in any practical application, but it is wild to me that we're already there in the sense that people are talking about it.
Yeah.
You can spot AI when it looks too shiny. That's usually what I go off of, or where you can just see like blur, a little bit of blur with movement. Doesn't seem to be quite right with the movement sometimes. It's almost like it is real, but it's almost like the camera didn't quite pick up the movement fluidly if it's a video. Yeah, real Muppersan says, I work in cybersecurity. AI is everywhere. For real, I'm sure. Rise of the machines, Mr. D-Man says.
Uh,
I don't know. It's scary to me. Oh no, what is it? What's my computer doing? It's hearing me talk shit. Um, it's scary to me personally. Just these livelihoods that I mean, Amazon laid off all those people and they're replacing them with their jobs with AI, or at least that's what I heard.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Um, but in terms of the art world, you know, I will never like support somebody who puts out a comic that was drawn by a computer, like not drawn on a computer, but drawn by a computer
Okay. Yeah.
thing. But there's also that part where, um, like where you can, I don't know how it's done, but I know it's possible. Like you can like feed a machine information and it'll generate moving live action ish versions of characters. And I'm like, I will never get to see, for example, an animated version of any of my characters in any kind of practical sense. But I could, if I wanted to have a computer fake it and create it for me. And there's a little bit of like, I don't want to see what that would look like.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just,
Well, and I will say this, it's not like you not doing it is going to prevent it from moving forward, like
yeah.
so no judgments there. But and I can understand that.
I can have all my principles that I want, but it's not going to change anything.
Right. That's kind of how I feel too. But for me, it makes me sad. I also feel like I was so against it from obviously it's been around a while in the works, but when it really started getting big, I was so against it. I wouldn't download any of the applications, nothing. And then, but my husband, like, he was very intrigued by it. And, he had Chat GPT and he would have it write him songs. And it was so funny. It's not really funny anymore, like, for him, because now it's a very real possibility that he'll be put out of work because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Real Mupper Sand says, I'm retiring in a year, but I'm worried about the younger generation. Sheldon Martin 999 says, cool drawings. I'm a child. Cool drawings, guys. Nice nails. Rob.
Yeah. Look at those. Did I see you post Wicked nails?
Yeah, they're Wicked themed.
Are you all about that Wicked movie thing?
I do like Wicked. I like The Wizard of Oz a lot, truthfully.
I like The Wizard of Oz. I guess Whitney, she's going to see the new movie like right after work. She's going to get off work and go straight to the theater. And she saw the first one, something like 7 times in the theater.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm that.
I ain't fucking going. I don't want to see it. I don't care. But
Yeah.
I didn't know you were kind of into it. I saw you post Wicked Nails. I'm like, he's one of them too.
Yeah, no, I like it. I actually had this conversation with somebody the other day. Um, because I know people are like, "Oh, it's propaganda," all this stuff. I don't know if that's how you feel about it. I'm like, "Dude, this has been out since the early '90s. Everybody calm down." But,
Propaganda
um
about it.
Huh?
What's propaganda about it?
I don't know. That's what I hear from conservative side people, so I don't know.
Uh,
Um
Never that. It's just I'm like being for real. I don't have any problem with it. It's just not anything I'm interested in.
Yeah,
There,
that's fair.
but it seems to be something that people love, and I'm like, you got a thing you love? That's awesome. I like seeing people be passionate about shit, but
Yeah.
I don't give a shit, not in the slightest.
No, and that's fine. Like, obviously I don't really care. I think it tends to be more of a female thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but it tends to be. Um but when I was a kid, I went and saw the ballet for Wicked,
Yeah,
and I really, really loved it. It was so fun. The songs are really cool. I like the songs. I don't always get into musicals, but this one I did. And so I've got a lot of like nostalgia about it. And when the movie came out, I thought they did a good job with it.
yeah,
So I'm excited to see it, the next one, but I won't be there opening or anything like that. We'll see if I go in.
right.
Maybe I'll see how what Whitney says about it.
Oh, I mean, if it's the same actors and production team and director, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Like it's one thing when it's the same
Mhm.
creative team staying on the same thing, and then different when it's like it's been 3 years, it's entirely new, you know, group of people making it. Then you're like, oh, maybe they'll fuck it up, but I'm
Yeah,
sure.
no, it's the same. It's just a second part to the one they already made.
Yeah,
Um, so we'll see. We'll see how it is.
I've seen that new Predator movie twice now.
Oh, is that good? It must be.
Well, all right. I was on vacation and I wanted something to do, and I heard that it was okay. And I heard people say, which is what my opinion is that it's an okay movie. Is it a good Predator movie? To me, no. It is not a
Oh.
good Predator movie because it's like Disney PG bullshit. They took the brutal, awesome concept of the Predator and watered it down in a way that makes it have significantly less like of that R-rated violent oomph that the
Mm,
horror monster movie should have. But if
yeah.
you can just forget that, it's got some fun action sequences and it's kind of fun. So I went on my own and I was like, okay, that wasn't a waste of time. It was kind of okay. But then I was like, my boys will love this movie. So when last weekend I took them to go see it. So second time for me, but I only went a second time because I wanted to take my boys.
Okay.
And my boys fucking loved it.
Mm.
I mean, still a Predator movie, so it's kind of violent and stuff, but it's an alien warrior fighting monsters on an alien planet with a bunch of cyborgs. There's not one human being in it anywhere.
Oh.
So it can be violent without being like the first Predator where they're blowing holes through people and skinning people and ripping spines out of skulls.
Well, that's the
Uh,
best part.
right. So it's
Why would I watch a Predator movie without that? I'm just kidding.
and they do a thing that it's something I've kind of always been curious on, but I'm like, you got to be delicate. Is these predators, they talk like
Oh.
the main character, he's kind of a youthful predator that's kind of small and like a runt. And
Mm-hmm.
his father wants him dead because he's not a big, powerful one. He's like a small version. And so he gets kind of banished and he has to go and prove himself. And so now they speak in an alien language. You have to read the subtitles, but they're talking. You hear you see their thoughts. And so it adds an interesting layer, but it also removes a significant amount of the mystery, which was kind of one of the awesome things about them.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
I think you'll enjoy it. Cool, but there was a certain kind of badassness to the other Predators that were like, it's completely missing here.
I really like that. What was it the last one that came out? Ah,
Prey with the Native American girl.
yeah, I think it was Prey. Yeah, I'm thinking of.
It's all right. That was kind of like that.
I liked that one. Again, it didn't feel to me like a. Yeah, it was good. I don't know. Have to check it out, I guess. Maybe I'll watch it with my kids.
Oh, just real quick. OK Comics says, talking about Wicked, because you're saying some people had a problem with it. It's
Hmm.
just a problem with Wicked because it's patient zero of the let's hear the villain side of the story trend.
Yeah, that's fair.
In that context, I get okay. I didn't know that, but now that you say that and I understand what Wicked's about, I am kind of sick about villains being like sympathetic, almost heroes. Like, where's the fucking evil villain? Every creature that's born is born um, innocent, and to see someone innocent get corrupted and become evil, you can have sympathy for it. But at a certain point, they've gone so far that there's no redeeming it. And then
Well,
a
that's
lot
actually what
of
the book is about, Wicked.
what's that?
That's actually what the book is about.
Yeah,
Is the idea is uh, someone born wicked, or is it a matter of environment circumstances that changes who they are? And again, obviously the book was written way back when I was very little, so I didn't read it till later on in my life. They weren't really doing much of, like he said, it's like, oh, it's patient zero. I can see that because they weren't really doing the from the villain's point of view type thing. So that's fair.
yeah, that makes sense. But again,
I didn't
ultimately,
really think about that.
if something is just well done, I'm kind of fine with it no matter what. I mean, people joke to me like it's like big action movies. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sure. But there are some like soft-hearted shit, like movies and stuff like that and TV shows. I'm like, I love it because it's all about characters you connect with. And I don't care what genre it's in.
Yeah.
That being said, sometimes I just want to watch an alien monster pulling people's spines out of humans' bodies. Like, am I asking for too much?
I don't know, Rob. You do ask a lot of out of life and out of people. Oh boy.
Forgot
Uh,
are you feeling all right?
oh, I'm still sick. I hopefully I'll get it kicking it out. I think I'm on my way out on it. I sound probably worse than I feel. So,
No, because you canceled on me like 3 times, and I'm bored of just hating you forever.
oh my gosh. Well, it's not personal, man.
You like it's about to.
Yeah. I about cancel you on a fourth time or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Well, if you want to see some people getting ripped apart and stuff, you should really watch some Stranger Things.
My God. And it comes circle.
It ain't nothing like Wicked. So, there's that.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing your drawing like clearly now, and I'm like, okay, I have seen that whatever that creature is before. I just didn't know that that's where it was from. So okay.
Yeah, it's the old Demogorgon. There are a bunch of nerds in this movie, Rob, just like you.
Uh, I don't want to watch movies about me. I'm boring. I want to watch movies about monsters pulling spines out of people. That shit's awesome.
That's in here.
Oh,
Trying to tell you.
well, I'm still not interested.
You just said you were. You're caught in your own lies.
I know. I tattled on myself. Where's Gate? He needs to be around to be like disappointed in me for not watching Stranger Things.
You got $2 from Raging Jin 77.
Oh, that's
Raging Nin. Raging Nin 77. I'm trying to read on my phone and I'm already.
that's Mr. Todd Ferguson.
Ooh, Todd Ferguson, huh? Well, that was nice of Mr. Todd.
Thank you, Todd, as always. Todd does some fantastic art. And if you were to be watching online and see the shit that he does, you'd see that he's 1,000 times better.
Is that so?
Mm.
Gonna send your audience away to a better artist.
Oh, yeah.
Does he always draw naked women?
I mean, I'm not going to say always, but his recent stuff, I think they're commissions. He did like a cover for Todd can correct me. It's like a cover for somebody else's comic book. Where it's like a cowgirl in like a tub in like an old west like building, and you can see out the window and like the old west town out behind her. She got a cowboy hat on,
Huh?
cowboy boots, and a 6-shooter, but she's sitting in the tub. She's beautiful. It's so well drawn. It's just freaking great.
Wow. Have to check him out.
He'd probably say the thing that I got him beat on is just uh speed, maybe.
What?
He'd probably say the one thing that I would beat him on is speed,
Oh,
because he's very meticulous and the results definitely show that. I just crank my crap out fast.
that is really true though. You draw so fast. I don't even know how you do it, truthfully. It shocks me.
I'm like impressing girls with how fast I can get shit done.
Yeah. I don't know about all that, but um you can draw fast. He says, "Yeah, I'm slow as shit." That's okay. It's more about the quality, you know? Not that Rob doesn't have good quality stuff. Now that sounded really rude.
Right? No, I mean, no, I get it.
I
So
was just saying that doesn't mean anything.
Sheldon says Jessica's like, what the heck am I doing on this channel then?
Oh no. I've listened to Rob's shenanigans for far too long.
She's had to put up with it for a long time. Well, not had to, but for some reason humors me and just does.
For some reason, chose to.
Yeah.
Uh, there was a time when I would debate calling into work depending on whether or not you're going to be there. Like, ugh, I don't want to go work, but if Rob's going to be there, I guess I will go. But if I check the schedule and you're not, I'm walking right back out of this place.
You're like suddenly like, oh, you know what? Hey boss, I'm having, and you could be like, I got girl issues, and that's all anybody needs here. Like, oh, get out of here. I don't want to, I don't need to know anymore. Go home.
I actually never use that excuse ever.
Really?
No, ever. But I guess it's a thing. I really wasn't taught growing up that is something you can use as excuse. So I never thought it was really noteworthy. Suck it up.
Sheldon says Rob says he cranks his stuff out real fast. Also, he can draw fast too.
Yeah, that's a classic. Not really necessarily a flattering side of you, Rob.
I know, but I gotta be real. Yeah, Todd's like, I get no work done when Rob's streaming.
That's fair.
You got a message from one of your people.
Who? Thanks, Kate, or I guess Kel. That is my sister in law and her fiance. They're out in Utah and I miss them.
Whatever, you moved away from here, so
You know what? I can still miss someplace, even though I'm in, and miss the people there.
Find that unlikely.
Mm. So there's an artist who copies poses from bikini models not named Greg Land.
Yeah,
Not Mr. I don't understand the context of that.
I don't even worry about
We miss She says we miss you. Aw, Kate sobs. She loves me, Rob, unlike you.
it. I don't know how or why people would, but I guess if you're family, you have to say it.
You know what? You're a butt. A real ass, this one is.
You're a real asshole.
You know what? Kate doesn't watch Stranger Things either, though.
Hey, Kate's my kind of person.
But she doesn't not watch it because she's just being a stubborn butt. She doesn't watch it because she doesn't like that type of scary stuff. So
That's
she has
okay.
a good excuse.
I'll still my people.
Yep. She and I have the same tattoo. She has my moon twin. We have this. We're both born under the same moon phase. What are the chances of that?
Hey, there's Gayton. He's like, I watch Stranger Things, and we were just talking because we've been having some periodic discussions about Stranger Things. I was like, it's not fun for me to sit here and remind Jessica that I'm not watching it. I'm not gonna watch it if Gayton's not here to, get enraged and pissed off when Rob's just being as dumb as he is.
Yeah. You tell him, Gayton. Get
Yeah,
on here. You start it. Really give him what for about it.
the load on him.
Tell him what a ridiculous butt he's being for not watching it. He really is missing out. And that's the sad part is he would absolutely love it and it would be great. But he is just too stubborn.
Rob is being Rob. Rob is robbing.
Let me ask you a question. If Danielle came to you and she was like, let's watch Stranger Things, would you watch it?
In that highly unlikely scenario.
Well, just answer it. Would you?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe. She
I
wants
do
to
have.
watch it with me, not be like, go just watch it.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I might have to, employ her in some, you know, persuasion here.
Into and also because of my trying to get her to is like to hit you up and just text you because now that she's on her own, she apparently I think she's got a burgeoning interest in anime.
Uh-oh.
I introduced her to Ninja Scroll and we watched it together and she at the time she was like, that was pretty cool, but she didn't seem like she was like particularly like blown away by it. But she's like, that was really cool. Then she told me later that she bought it and owns it. And then the other day I was like, what'd you do on your weekend? She's like, oh, I was hanging out, did this. I was watching Ninja Scroll. I'm like, you're actually watching it on your own? Like you like it enough that you want to watch it? So I think she has she didn't know that she liked it, but she does.
I'm liking this. Although
Like,
I really have to say something really fast. Gayton says, just fucking watch it. Exactly. Just cut the shit, dude. Just stop. He says we're gonna throw down. He
my
said, I'm
brother,
just saying, if 11 was played by Sydney Sweeney, Rob would watch Stranger Things.
I would watch Sydney Sweeney do anything. Up and including, well, I won't say, but yeah, that's my brother that said just fucking watch it. Skate, yeah, we're gonna throw down.
Oh, it is John.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was okay. So Gayton is the only one that shows up blue for me.
yeah.
So I thought it was Sam. I'm sorry, Gayton. But also, yeah, John, tell him to just fucking watch it. Honestly, I'm on your side. You're the better brother.
Oh, shots fired.
Okay, comic says for some reason I have never been interested in child hero stories, not even when I was a kid myself. Hmm. See, I like that kind of stuff. Like, obviously, we recently talked about this. Love ET, love the vibe of it. It's very similar to like that same like the kids kind of figure things out. They're the hero. Something weird's going on, and there are adults involved and there's great adult characters, but yes, it is definitely very much like that. That wasn't me. John said the bad word. I'm sorry, Gaten. But
Yeah, he's like, I have
also,
personal standards of language.
yeah. Well,
Wow,
I don't.
very foul man. I know, right? Let's freeze if you and I bonded as homies.
Mm, I don't even care.
But yeah, also, so Danielle also got a new TV, and it's got a like a built-in function on the remote to connect to. Can't remember. It's some weird term for like a channel or a station that's just all anime, something or other.
Is it Crunchyroll?
Yes, yeah. She said it's got Crunchyroll. And what the fuck is that? But she's like, I don't even know where to start. I said, you know what? Hit up Jessica. She'll set you on the right course. And she's like,
I sure will. You know what? I'm very much in the amateur stages myself of anime watching, and I'm extremely slow. But I have a great sensei,
yeah.
and his name is Mike, and he's my brother-in-law. And this guy watches anime. I mean, if you mention one, he's watched it and he knows all about it, and he can tell you exactly whether or not it's worth your time or not. And so I only watch the good ones because that's what he tells me. And he's never wrong, frankly. He's never wrong.
Of course,
Um,
I can't direct her. I don't know.
yeah.
Um,
And it'll depend on what she likes. I mean, there's so many different types of anime, but yeah, for real, she should text me.
like the Ninja Scroll, especially because there's so much like the it's got some pretty brutal sex stuff in it. I was like, I told her before we watched, I said, I just want you to know, I don't want it to be a surprise and have you sit there and go look at me, and go, what the fuck did you put on?
Just
But
like, okay, Rob, what is this? What is this? Uh,
so she's like, I should probably message her. I said, I mean, I'm speaking for you. I was like, Jessica won't mind. She could tell you some places to like maybe try this.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um, Obviously, you have a lot of the mainstream ones, which I tend to like a lot of. I don't like, there's some Netflix original ones too that if she has Netflix that are pretty good. Even as well. I know, um, like I've been watching Vinland Saga, which is pretty good. Um, which is kind of like historical, which is interesting. Kind of historical, Viking, religious, kind of interesting vibe there. But it's really good. But then you have like your mainstream ones. Like recently, my husband and I watched like Solo Leveling, which was just super fun. You can binge it super fast. And it doesn't have anything weird in it. Which it is something in anime. I feel like you do kind of run into, um, and maybe you're like, I don't mind this. Maybe you do when you have kids who watch anime. You really have to pay attention to the old where they're gonna throw in some of that, the sex scenes and
Yeah.
some of the weirder, or maybe abnormal, I should say, kinky stuff. Um,
Nicole.
But like right now, they're even coming out with the movies for some of these, like Demon Slayer, which is a Netflix one too. Like you can watch that one on Netflix. Um, they just came out with the movie, and I haven't seen it yet, but I just heard it's just really, really good. A lot of people are saying it's better than any of the episodes, even. So they're really I think they're coming out with a Chainsaw Man movie, or they already did, and Chainsaw Man's really hilarious too. It's definitely not for kids, but it is so good too.
But it's hilarious. Like
It's funny, but it's hard to like the characters are really good in it. It's an action. it's an action movie, or an action show. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very gory, it's demons, it's monsters, it's hunting. But the guy turns into, he literally changes into a chainsaw. Like his whole head becomes a chainsaw. And it sounds so bizarre. Like, what, this can't really be a show. But it really, yes, Kate, she says Jess. But it really is um uh super good.
I mean, just that pitch you were just talking there. A guy turns into a chainsaw. Like, you got my attention.
Right. Oh my gosh. Sunrise on the Reaping trailer dropped. I'm gonna have to watch that when I get off of here.
What does that even mean?
That's the Hunger Games books. That's the last book that just came out. That's the movie.
Oh,
Super good. I'm excited for that.
I don't want to miss what my brother was just saying because he is completely correct. He was saying that like anime and stuff is like, how did he word it? The killer of Comic Con. He's not wrong, depending on what you want to go to a Comic Con for. Because the last one I went to here, um, Artist Alley was just like 95% all anime artists and or manga or whatever, you know. And I have to admit, most of it looked really good, but that's like all that was there.
I noticed that too. Even that last one that I went to.
Yes, it's just everywhere. And again, that's fine, but it's both like it's beautiful, it's colorful. People have a lot of talent and skills, assuming they're making it on their own and not just copying it from something else. But
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fine, but I'm here for something else, and it got to be annoying.
So this is kind of how I feel about it. I wish I could draw something amazing, be a manga artist. However, and I think if I were to pick up comic books and start reading as an adult, I think I would start with manga. I love stories from it, and I do think the art is really, really cool and really eye catching. However, it is, how do I put this? It's so commonplace now. I don't stop to look as often anymore. I just feel like that everything is drawn in that style now. Um, and so it's not as neat, I guess. And when we went to Comic Con or whatever it's called, what's it called now?
FanX.
I cannot ever grasp that it's FanX now. I just assume it's
Well,
Comic.
a lawsuit thing that they lost, so they can't call it a Comic Con. So that's why I refer to it as FanX.
Yeah, I just, for everything, I can't get that wrapped in my head. Um, but yeah, I feel like it's oversaturated. That's the word I'm looking for. It's oversaturated. There's
Yeah.
just so much of it everywhere now that it's not as exciting to see anymore. However, sometimes I still stop and I see one, I'm like, wow, that's really good. I do think the stories are really neat. For me, like I just said, Chainsaw Man, like, what? Like, what the like, huh? That's gonna become like an actual like main storyline somehow, but it does and it works, and I don't know how they do it. It's always just, it's really, really interesting to me. But yeah, I agree with you about the art and the oversaturation of it. Even when I was there, that at FanX, I was like, "What? How come everything is so, it's just everywhere?" And a lot of it's just naked anime chicks half the time.
Yeah. Well, part of it, like I said, all that I saw for the most part was all pretty damn good. But the thing is to my untrained eye, most of that stuff looked like the exact same artist.
Mhm.
No, like when I think of my favorite comic book artist, I could tell a difference between all my favorite comic artists instantly. But all
Sure.
this stuff, and again, these are just fans, like just regular Joes, not like any pros. But it all just looked like the same artist, the same style. There was no variety. And again, it all looked good, And then the other thing for me is that it's one thing to draw, like some people call themselves a comic artist, but all they do are draw single image pinups of comic book characters, and maybe that's
That's what I would do.
with manga, right? You know, uh, but I'm like, hey, a comic book artist is somebody who draws stories and storytelling and say you like the story. So all these artists, like, okay, you could draw this single image. You got your digital device. You can add all these colors and effects and reproduce this style. I don't know. Is it even your style, or are you just aping some other stuff and you're aping it well? But what impresses me more personally is, can you write a story and can you then draw the story and tell the story well? And
Right.
I think most of these fans are just doing the pinups and the single images to ride the hyper popularity of anime, which to their credit, they're killing, they're making a killing that I'm not.
Yeah, but I see what your point is. But that again, like you said, it leads to this everybody's drawing anime.
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Hey. Jeez, I sound terrible. Hold on one second.
Who's there with you?
She went back to sleep after waking up and looking at me and crying.
All
She's like, "Oh, you're just over there. Okay, fine."
right, anyway, yeah. Anyway, moving on, Mom.
Yeah. Why am I giving him like a trillion abs? But I feel like he has a trillion abs in this. It's like 1, 2, 3. All right. I think maybe I need to not not give him this many. I guess he's a mythical thing. Maybe he has it. It's hard to tell in this reference I've got.
Okay, comics. He says, um, I don't want to be disrespectful, but manga style is a much easier way to come up with effective, impactful pictures. So the barrier of entry seems much lower. I know what you're saying, and I'm not an expert on manga art, and I've thought the same thing, but I would like to think that picking out the half-assed poser wannabes would probably be just the same as this, if you're like into like traditional American comic book art style. So I don't know. I I'm all about wanting to see stories,
Yeah.
walking the sea of manga pinups, and they're all just making money hand over fist. And I'm over there with like my little comic book. I've got a whole 6-volume original story.
Sure.
What? Why do you want this anime thing? But that's what's popular. So sucks to be me.
Um, you know, again, I it's probably just preference. I think it's popular right now. I think more people than ever are getting into watching anime, maybe even reading manga than ever.
Oh yeah, it's killing the American comic book market. Like the American comic book market doesn't even come close.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I'm I'd say that's maybe it'll be one of those things that dies out a little bit. I don't know. I don't know.
Probably, yeah, I'd probably say it's a here to stay thing, but everything kind of goes in waves.
Yeah.
And, it might peak at a certain point and taper back, but it'll always be there. And again, that's fine. It's stories with pictures and words. It's comics. Who cares? As long as it's good, ultimately, that's fine.
Oh my god. Sheldon Martin says Rob sees a manga artist as a bunch of Asian Rob Liefeld.
That's funny. Bunch of fuckers. Bunch of half-assed, black-ass.
Oh my gosh. No, in all seriousness, I love the look of manga. And I think that is also part of it. I think the art is really neat. I really do. Like, And again, from watching, not necessarily the book, like comic books, but from watching it, if I watch an anime series, I'm getting not all of them, but some of these series coming out, I am just getting top notch artistic, um, in my opinion, just excellence. Like the the way that they are able to create this, I forget that it's animated and not real people is beyond me.
Yeah.
And it's not like any of it looks like, Pixar or something. No, like it is look, and I believe that majority of them are real artists making this, if I understand correctly. And so it is really impressive to me in that sense. And I think it's so fun to watch. But I don't read manga, so I don't know in that sense how it measures up
Yeah.
to American comic book styles.
And for me, anime and manga are two different things, which obviously they are. It's comic, it's reading physical, and then there's animated movies or TV shows, whatever. And I don't lump them together. In fact, for the longest time, and to this day, after watching like Ninja Scroll and Ghost in the Shell, um, not not one thing from American animation has ever even remotely come close, and it's just
Yeah.
ruined me on all that shit. I'm like, when you can have this kind of action and drama and vibrant color and movement
Mhm.
and sound effects. I'm like, this American cheap made for TV shit. It's not even close. Like everyone like says the Batman animated series is the greatest thing ever. I'm like, animation wise, it's good for American animation.
Which series?
The old Batman animated series,
Mm. All right.
it's good for American
Yeah.
shit, but when I'm like, it just doesn't even come close. Now, that's probably not a fair comparison because that's a weekly TV show versus like I'm just talking about Ghost in the Shell, which is like a big budget.
That's what I was gonna say. I said I don't think that's as comparable, but I get what you're saying.
But the other point I would make to defend my position is people say like Batman Mask of the Phantasm is amazing. And I'm like, animation wise, it doesn't even come close. And that's them doing the best version of that same art style and from that same show. And it's not even close to like the high quality anime. And so I'm just like,
Mm.
I don't care about American animation anymore. Like it's probably not even made in America. It's still made overseas, but it's cheaper and the high quality stuff from Japan. It just stands so far above that I'm just like, I don't even care anymore.
Gayton says, to me, it's as simple as this. If I can pick up a mainstream comic and enjoy it, and pick up an indie book and enjoy it, I can pick up a manga and enjoy it. It's all art.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's ultimately the reality. If you dig a thing, you dig it. But I don't know. There's some things that are kind of going by the wayside that I wish weren't, and there's some
Sure.
super popular that I'm like, I do not get the appeal, but that's just
And everybody's different. Um, that's fair.
it's right. Of course, it's just yeah.
Of course, he's right. Just like he's right about Stranger Things,
All right, he can't a broken clock, etc., etc.
etc., etc.
Right?
I'm sorry.
No, he knows I would never say something shitty like that about him. He's a good man. I like him.
Mm. Did you say it about me?
Oh,
I know.
publicly, loudly, front.
Yeah. Declare it from the rooftops.
See,
I knew it.
says, what about the Secret of Nim? See, there's also a thing where like that older animation. I can't remember. Is Secret of Nim of Ralph Bakshi? Am I what? What's the creator of that? Secret of Nim to me is like classic, beautiful, old school animation that looks incredible. I love that.
Don't hate me. I've never seen that.
All right, you're banned from my channel.
I have I have want like I've always think I should watch it, but I've never seen it.
I knew it actually didn't sound right, but I'm like, it's something like that. But yeah, that Don Bluth stuff, like, but especially Secret of Nim. But part of what makes Secret of Nim to me so interesting is that as a kid, and then even watching it today, it's not like Disney child friendly bullshit. It's like scary and violent, and people die, or like the characters. It's all mouses and rats and cats. And I love that, The Secret of Nim, for example. So, but again, that stuff feels like such, it's like that old classic hand drawn. And I know I'm like, well, what am I? Yeah, I say hand drawn as opposed to what? Stuff made on a computer. Right. But there's something about that old school stuff that has like a grittiness to it versus this hyper flawless, super perfect 4K high resolution animation stuff that you can get. I'm like, I like that old gritty stuff. It just seems so much more interesting to me.
You know what?
They
I will say this. One of my favorite things to watch is the rainstorm scene from Bambi.
Yeah. I was gonna say I remember you mentioning that before. Yeah, probably so.
That was during a time they had no real technology. Damn it, that was my fork. Anyway, and it is so impressive to me because I feel like that artwork, the raindrops, they look so real. It looks so real. It's falling on a leaf, and then the leaf is bending from the weight, and then it's falling on the head of like a bird, and the bird is shaking it off, and the water droplets there are like falling on some mice. It's just the time and the effort and just the detail that they would need to have without having any of that assistance from any type of computer technology. Just oh, it warms my soul. Like I just love it. Like the dedication to even that one scene, just that one scene.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah,
So I get what you're saying.
you're totally right. Kind of like the Land Before Time,
Yeah, yeah.
um, separate of the story, which is fine. I like it, but that old animation, oh, it's just so good. And I don't like that hyper clean. I I want to say I say I don't like the hyper clean. That's not true. I do. If the story's good and the animation's awesome, like all that original first several what 2 decades of Pixar when everything they made was genius, and now nothing they make seems awesome. But there was a time when a Pixar movie was an event. I'm like, I don't even need to know what it's about. I'm gonna go see it. I don't even fucking care.
Oh,
Pixar,
for sure. Yeah.
everything it was awesome. And so,
Mhm.
hey guys, you've got to fucking try something else. Like push the boundaries. Do have some balls and create something. You've got all the resources and technology and creativeness, and everything looks like the same thing.
Yeah. Well, again, that I think comes back to the writing. And I think that's why I really love watching anime is I think the writing, not all of them, I don't like all of them, but as a general rule, I think they've always put out stories that somebody wanted to tell, unique stories, stories that have really good plots, really neat. I know people make fun of anime and oh, it's always the same. It's always the same. I actually think it's the opposite, where I feel like every Disney movie I see is the same shit over and over and over again. Same story, different character. Same story, different character. And I'm not surprised by anything. There's no plot twist. Nothing's unique. It's same story, different title. But I feel like with anime, they do as a general rule, just speaking in general, the storytelling is really good.
That's coming from an entirely different culture. And American modern entertainment is.
trash.
Right. So
Say it how it is.
yeah. Sorry, somebody asked a question that I skipped, or I didn't skip, but someone said, Rob, have you ever seen the Rock Lee versus Gara fight? I don't even know what that means. The Rock Lee versus Gara fight? So, yeah, I don't know what that means.
Mm, mm. Yeah. Justice Savage. Yeah, middle finger to Disney, Mr. Demon says. Well, yeah, I'm not the fan, obviously, of Disney, and I haven't been for a hot minute now. They ruined one of my favorite things. So I will hate you forever.
What, Star Wars?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they killed it, buried it, then shit on the grave, and then picked up the corpse out of the grave and started.
I will never forgive George Lucas for this. I don't know. Maybe I would, but
What if he offered you $100 million?
I don't know. I don't know if I would forgive him. That's my childhood right there that he just like
You don't want to know what I would do for $100 million. Come on.
okay. Probably 400 million. You sound like my husband, man. He'll just be like, honestly, oh, what was it? We were joking at one time. Something wild. We were seeing how much money it would take him to do this. I can't even remember what it was. And I was like, are you for real? That's not even that much money. And he's like, well, it wouldn't take a ton of money for me to do some of these things. He's like, I mean, I'll take what I can get. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Me too.
My husband.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Let's talk. Let's talk what dollar amount and what you're gonna make me do for it. Let's just who knows? Maybe we'll reach a deal.
Oh, it's from Naruto, is what? See, I've never seen that. Well, I've seen bits and pieces. My kids watch it. One of my sons is really into it for a while. He'd probably know.
Sheldon pretending to paint my desk. No, I just use that brush to whenever I erase and stuff like that, I get all those little shavings, so I gotta like brush them off my desk and off the bottom to get them out of the.
Really like the strategicness of where her arm is placed.
Huh. I'm not trying to make it like pornography here. Just
Well, I know. I feel like there was a strategy there, like just enough.
well, the book is called Spread Eagle, not you know.
Not what?
I was gonna say something not, for, but I restricted myself.
I
Damn it!
don't know why you chose to do that. For once in his life.
It'll never happen again. I already feel like I betrayed my principles.
Mm, I believe it. Where's John at? Is he still here?
He only stops in for 5 seconds usually. He's this time he's
Just,
getting off work and picking up his kid or something like that, and so
he just needed to confirm that.
he just needed to drop in and tell me I suck. And
That's fair.
I'm like, I know. Everyone knows. It was awesome. Sort of. I mean, well, for me, it was super awesome. But yesterday, I got a private message from a comic book industry professional who's worked on a lot of stuff, and I'm kind of being vague about it because um, this person he told me some stories about some stuff just because he watches my channel. He's like, dude, you should hit me up. I got some stories to tell you. But he's like, just don't tell anybody I told you this stuff. I'm like,
Oh
no,
my gosh.
but he's a artist and he's worked on tons of stuff ever since the 90s on all kinds of big time properties. Great
Okay.
dude. And so it was just kind of interesting and like humbling and surprising that here's this industry professional um hits me up and is like, here's my phone number. Get off work, give me a call. I got some stuff to tell you. I'm like, really? This is this is awesome. And
That is cool.
the only reason I'm being very specific because he's currently doing some work for somebody
Mm,
and can't mention what he really thinks because it could affect his job.
fair enough.
So I'm like, but it was really awesome. Like I said, like, hey, thank you for like just reaching. I'm nobody, I'm just a guy who talks about it. I'm just a fan. Um, and so thank you for, being willing to reach out to me and just chat me up like someone you've never met, but apparently he's watched my channel for a while. So
Wow, that's actually really sick.
yeah, it was really cool. It was really neat.
That's got to be some feeling, honestly.
Well,
Just
sat there, I'm kind of glowing, and Danielle, she's right there with me because, of course, we work together. And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" So I start explaining it, and I'm sure she's like, "Oh my god, he's getting
she's like, here we go. I forgot I'm besties with a nerd.
right, right." Yeah, I kind of explained it to her because he hit me up and said this, that, the other, and then was like, "Hey, when you get home, give me a call." So she's like, "Well, that's awesome. Like, let me know. I want to, I'm just kind of curious. Not that she knows anything about it, but just she's excited for me, and she's like, "Yeah, tell me. I want to know about it." So it kind of one of those little moments because I've had an opportunity, artists that have reached out to me. There's been, including Chuck, like four different artists who have worked in the professional industry that have hit me up to talk to me and tell me stories about stuff. Um,
That's really cool. That's
tell,
really cool.
yeah, to tell me specifically.
Yeah, that is super sick.
Yeah, so it's just kind of humbling and gratifying. Makes me feel like I'm doing something that's, how to put it, like people are paying attention to me for some reason,
Yeah.
and it's just neat. It helps fuel the drive to keep going and keep making stuff and keep having fun with this while we can.
Yeah. I love that. That's actually, that's really cool. All jokes aside, because I'm usually an ass, but yeah, that's pretty sick.
All jokes aside, because I can be a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't be my Jessica friend if you weren't.
A little bit of a bitch.
It's like I kind of would be like, if
I'm
you
actually really nice.
know,
I just pretend to
really
be a bitch.
my balls over this.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, it'd feel weird if you weren't busting my balls over shit kind of on the regular. So, like, you're being nice. What's wrong?
I die or something.
Technically, we're all dying.
I know. Every day we get closer to the grave.
Yeah, this line from the movie or something because they're talking to this little sickly kid, and we're all kind of dying, and the kid's like, "Yeah, but not tomorrow." Like you, oh my god, man, calm down over there.
I'm just coughing. I feel like it's getting worse because it's getting later or something. I swear it wasn't this bad before. Oh, you're back to ink in the first thing, huh?
Well, I got done with everything I could do. We talked about how I'm fast and I get done and I'm ready to move on. So,
That looks really good. Although you didn't do the little lettering.
well, because I can't, I would just fuck it up. So I want to put in the lettering digitally, and then I want to draw her toes hanging over the words because
Mm.
in theory, going to be in like a fake ad in the book. So I just wanted to draw the figure, and I'll have to kind of piece it together later. And I inked it, I erased it, I cleaned it up. I'm like, there's nothing more to do, so it's time to move on.
That's fair. You know, that's actually a great thing. I feel like I suck at knowing when to stop when it comes to art. I always just overdo it and then I'm like, "Oh, that looks shitty now. I should have stopped 10 minutes ago."
Draws stuff. What up, dude? Caught the Young Blood review earlier today. Totally ran all the points. Liefeld's work has been phoned in for so long now. Who is Jessica? I dig the Demogorgon. Who are you?
Mm. Thanks. I am Rob's friend.
Barely.
You know what? Woke up.
You're like, I'm out of here.
You know what? It's about that time. I guess I'll just be heading out. I used to actually take art lessons from Mr. Norton here. They weren't like, official, but I did.
I would just say, I kind of do things this way. This is what I would suggest. And she listened. And for some reason,
Yep. I would bring in art sometimes because we worked together and I'd bring it in and he would say, I notice you draw things this way on faces or something. Want me to show you how I do it? Nicely saying, that sucks, basically. And I was like, yeah, can you actually? Sometimes I'd even go over to his house and yeah, we would just sit and he'd show me different things, lots of times different things he had worked on before and different styles of artwork and just like the way he would do something. He taught me um what is it, a light table. It's not a light table. So what
I,
it's called?
I like
Is yeah, didn't know. He taught me this paper I use. Rob either gave me or took me to buy my very first Bristol Strathmore paper.
you were using some garbage.
What?
You were using some garbage paper.
I was using garbage. I was like just using like sketch paper from Walmart. And to be fair, like my whole life, I just used whatever I had. Like most of the time it was printer paper. Um, but yeah, he took me to get my first that and so I've never used anything different either. So since then.
And you were using that like newsprinty, really light paper stuff, but which is fine, but only fine for doing like pencil sketches. But you were doing some like heavy, like Copic marker, and
Mm-hmm.
the paper was just draining your markers because you're doing a lot of big images and trying to spread that Copic marker ink, and that paper's just drinking the ink right out of it. It's just pulling it out.
It was so bad. It was so bad. And yeah, you would show me Copic markers because I didn't know what they were. I mean, I was really big into painting, but I was trying to get more into, something different. And you were teaching me sketching and kind of more basic stuff. And I just remember, yeah, I couldn't do Copic markers on that stupid Walmart sketch pad I had. And it was like, here, spend $10 more and get something that's actually worthwhile using, you know? So that's what I did.
Gayton says, did the stream freeze or am I connected? Is everyone else? Can you still hear us? Are we still going?
Mm, I don't know. Mr. D-Man said Walmart diss, so he heard my Walmart diss on my shitty Walmart paper, so he must have heard that. I'm not sure though.
Give it a second.
I think Gate was saying earlier he was having some. He says, "Yeah, you're still going," is what Sheldon and OK Comics says. So, Mr. D-Man says, "I still got my Prismacolor Markers from 1995. Damn, I was just a little baby. Actually, I wasn't a baby. I was a toddler. So that's actually impressive. They don't make things like they used to. Daniel says he can hear.
What's up, my man? Yeah, I was chatting with Danielle today, and I made some mention about the type of music I liked when I was. We were listening to a song. I'm like, yeah, this was popular when back in '95 when I was in graduating high school. And Danielle was like, I was 5 years old. I'm like,
Yeah.
children,
90s babies.
right?
I was watching this morning. Had to be up at like 4 in the morning.
No wonder
With
you.
my what?
No wonder you sent text so early.
Yeah. My daughter was up. She was just, up and she was anyway. I ended up turning on a Full House and just to see if she'd watch it because she always wants to watch some, I don't want to watch whatever she's watching. So I was like, well, maybe I'll see if she likes this, at least be more entertaining. It's so funny to see, like, I don't know, just see how it used to be. Feels like it's so long ago, and it really was long ago, but it's just kind of crazy how different the world is now.
And what were you watching?
Full House. I don't know if you've ever watched that. The old,
Right. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
was
really
all.
old TV sitcoms, and they kind of feel like weird. At the time, they were like, "This is just how things were," and it was just fine. But we're kind of watching them now, like, kind of odd.
Yeah, I even feel that way about Friends sometimes when I watch it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Copics are way too expensive. There's some great knockoffs now. I think maybe you disagree, Rob, but some of these ones they've come out with that are, you can buy the big sets for $50, but they're like 100 of them or whatnot, are actually pretty good. I wouldn't say necessarily they're better, but or maybe even as good, but for the money, not bad.
For me, Copics are an expensive uh first time buy, but
True.
you then the bottles of ink refill your marker multiple times, and the ink refills are not that expensive. So it's just kind of like a first time kind of upfront expense. Yes, they're like at the time when I was buying them, they were like $7 or $8 per marker.
They still are. They
Yeah,
still are. Yep. Recently, I was actually trying to convince somebody to get some Copics, and I looked them up, and yeah, they're still like $6 a pop.
yeah.
But
Just get them and then get a couple of bottles of the ink refills and then you go to town.
yeah, and see, Sheldon saying that, who I don't know how to pronounce it. Brand is giving Copics a run for their money. They are. They're cheaper, and I believe you get refills for them too. They really have. I believe that's the brand my little he's not little, he's taller than I am. But my nephew uses cuz he's a crazy good artist right now. He's 13 years old. Some of the stuff he's doing, I'm like, yeah, you're wow. He went from, "Oh, I'm just trying this out and I'm going to get myself like an art book," to um I'm actually super impressed. But anyway, he uses them and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They smell pretty strong, but they're pretty good for I believe they're cheaper. They're still expensive. It's still an expensive endeavor, but it's true. Once you have your Copics and you have the refills, they're not very they last you forever.
Sheldon says the Copic refills are half the size of what they were, but same price. I actually haven't. I there was a time when I was doing Copics like a lot, and I kind of got out of it, so I haven't had to buy refills for a long time. But
Mhm.
I didn't know that. That'd be interesting if they're like they just cut the size of the refill bottle down, but like it's a amount, but you get less.
I actually, the ones that I bought with you, I ended up giving to my sister-in-law because she was trying to learn how to use some or use them, and she was interested in buying them. And I'm like, it's been a while since I've used them. So go ahead. She was shocked. She's like, they're so expensive. I was like, I know.
Remember all those oil paints I gave you?
Oh yeah, I have. I have them still.
That Bob Ross set that isn't that what they were?
Yeah, I've got Yeah, the Bob Ross was. I have never, because I don't do oil very often.
Yeah.
Takes so long to dry. Use paint thinner. I just don't. Even though I love the way it looks, I'm
It's
just not very talented with it. But
like 16 years ago.
what?
You still have them? Because that was like 16 years ago when I gave those to you, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I still got them. Hold on.
Well, maybe I want them back.
They may not be in my paints that I have up here, come to think of it, but I recently saw them, so I'm sure I have them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're any good anymore, but dude, I am not snobbish when it comes to paint and stuff. I will use anything if I can get it to work.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. The color goes down and it gives you what you want.
Yep.
Who cares?
Yep, exactly. I'm probably gonna jump off here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch a show, I think, with the old man. Even though he's younger than me.
What you gonna watch?
Oh, Stranger Things.
All right. All right.
I'm trying to get him caught up so he can actually watch with the group here and not be left out when the new one comes out because he's not caught up. So he was stubborn like you.
I don't know. When
Problem is he has to live with me, so
he's married to you, he's got to kind of like go with the flow, or he's like, all right.
exactly. Exactly. But well, thanks for hanging out.
Huh.
I'll I guess next week is Thanksgiving. So
Well, I mean, anytime you might be free, if you get free time, just let me know. I ain't usually ever doing shit, so
okay.
whenever. And again, if you got to wait till the week after, that's totally fine.
I'll have to check and see what I know I've got this like at one party I'm doing, and then obviously Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday I'm doing a secondary Thanksgiving at a different family member's house. But then afterwards, I probably would be free for like one of the weekend days if you were free. I don't know if that works or not, but we can talk about it too.
Any social engagements, so little time.
Yeah, I'm so popular like that. Season 5 to 26 next week, Wednesday. 8 o'clock Eastern time, or yeah, Eastern time. So season 5.
So the new season hasn't started yet.
No, it comes out next week.
Oh.
I'm doing a watch party for it, so pretty stoked. Anyway, well, thanks for hanging out. It was really fun chatting with everybody. Thanks, Rob, for having me. Love you guys. I'll see you later.
All right, I'm gonna shut it down too.
All right. Bye.
See you, Jess. I'm gonna bounce out of here too, y'all. So appreciate it. For anybody that's still listening in. Thanks, guys. It was fun as always.